Hi, and welcome to this month's edition of Chat with the Sheriff. I'm your Sheriff, Troy Dunn, and happy 2021 again. Hey, 2020, it's been crazy. So many things. It's affected how we work, how we socialize, how we go to church. There's so many things, school, graduations, everything. And so I just thought, let's talk about 2020 in review and look ahead to what we're hoping to do in 2021 at the Sheriff's Office. So 2020, I think a lot of people would say, let's put it in the rearview mirror and move on. COVID has presented a lot of issues. And so here we are in 2021 now. We're seeing the vaccines rolling out. We're seeing businesses starting to open and everything. And we hope that many of these businesses can recover. And we know that it's been very taxing on many people. And we've seen changes in 2020 that COVID, we believe, were contributing factors to things. We still have mental illness. We still have people that were feeling self-injurious and wanting to harm themselves. We saw an uptick in DWIs. We saw a significant increase in our fatalities. We hit 10 fatalities in 2020, which we hadn't been at for many, many years. And that's definitely one thing that we in public safety want to change throughout the state and Rice County. So that starts with you and your friends and your family, making sure that you're not driving impaired, that you're not speeding, that you're not driving distracted. And a key thing that's been a law for many years is putting your seatbelt on. Putting that seatbelt on before you put it and drive, and make sure that you're driving cautiously out there. So like I've told many people, it does not get any easier to make those notifications to friends and family saying that a loved one has been involved in a motor vehicle crash and is either seriously injured or killed. Over 31 years of law enforcement, it does not get any easier, I promise you that. And I would love to say that in 2021, I don't have to do any death notifications. I know that's a lofty goal, but that sure would make my 2021 dream come true. So let's talk a little bit more what 2020 had in it. We launched our jail study and facility study, looking at what options we have to either modify at our main jail or our annex or build new. So that will be coming out in February, and I'm sure once that's done, we'll probably have a special show just on that, talking about the facility study. We had all of our staff, licensed staff, trained in the mobile field force training, which is good for civil disobedience when we have the riots, when we have, and I'm not talking just about people protesting. We're all about supporting people that are peacefully protesting. But when you start blocking roads, you start damaging buildings or property, or if you start to assault people, whether it's law enforcement, other public safety, or the general public, we need to intervene. And so we have to do special training for that. We have to get special equipment to better equip our officers so that they're safe as well. So we had that training. We launched our crisis intervention training for our patrol deputies. And now we are transitioning also into our correctional staff, our dispatchers, and security officers throughout the county, including St. Olaf and Carleton College. So that training is designed to help with people in crisis, mental health crisis. So it's a 40-hour class, 2 days. We do 4 days total, so 10 hours a day. The first 2 days are all lecture and presentations from doctors, therapists, those kind of things. And then the last 2 days end up being scenario-based training for all of the officers or medics that are going through this. It's a great training. We're fortunate to have it. Our partners up in Northfield at HCI helped get us a grant to pay for this training for our deputies and officers and dispatchers. And I just talked to some graduates or people that completed it recently, and they said it was some of the best training they've had in years. So, and that's coming from new and old officers, or I should say veteran officers and rookie officers. We added a investigator at the sheriff's office, and his primary focus is fraud. So in his first 6 months, he did a phenomenal job, and he works closely with social services to target people that are defrauding, whether it be the county or the state, those kind of things. So that's been a great addition. And we as a staff at the sheriff's office, every year we try to do special projects and help different groups. And so this year again, for I think the 5th year in a row now, we partnered with the Hope Center and we did the Giving Tree program, and we were able to support, I believe, 6 families this year over the holidays. So that was a great treat. We participated in Shop with the Cop, both in Faribault and Northfield, where we served 24 kids. And where an officer or a deputy trooper took somebody shopping. That was a phenomenal thing. Again, it is so heartwarming to do that. And I made a new friend again this year, and it was so neat to do that, because starting out, you know, my friend was a little shy and a little quiet, but by the end he was smiling, and when we got the cart with all of his winter coats and his clothes and different things, he was just beaming, and we had our picture taken, and he says, "Can I put this up at home or in my locker at school?" I said, "Absolutely." So I hope to see him again soon, but again, that's something we've been doing through Salvation Army for many years as well. Our Deputy Sheriff's Association has also given out law enforcement scholarships, and Jan Schweistal made a significant donation in 2019 that will help us for years to come to give scholarships out to law enforcement officers, law enforcement candidates that are going to school to become law enforcement officers. And so in memory of my former sheriff, Dave Schweistal, she gave a nice amount of money so that we can give scholarships out. Plus, we try to do fundraisers. We didn't do one last year, obviously due to COVID, but we're sitting good, and we're happy that we can still help with that. So let's look at 2021. Don't want to forget anything here. Yeah. So 2021, we hope to launch into the next phase of our facility, expansion or addition or whatever it ends up being, whatever the county decides to go with. We hope to keep that moving forward so that we can stay on track and get this building updated or replaced, whatever we choose to do. In 2021, we're also adding 3 additional correctional officers so that we can bolster our minimum staffing at the main jail, because we have become busier, and DOC, the Department of Corrections, recommended that we raise our minimum staffing, so we are adding 3 additional correctional staff. We're going to continue the CIT training, the crisis intervention training, and like I said, expanding it into our correctional officers and dispatchers as well. And we're launching our body cameras. This has been a long time coming. So you know we've had the squad car cameras, and now we're going to have the body cameras on all of our patrol deputies and our correctional officers so that they have that protection on them all the time, even when they're away from their squad car. And this has been a long time coming, and we're very appreciative for the support of the county board and county administration to make this happen. And I know Northfield's right around the corner with getting it as well, and Faribault's already done that. And I think the State Patrol is in the process of getting it as well, so that's going to be a great addition. We're also going to be getting a new canine. So in 2020, January of 2020, so over a year ago, one of our canines retired. And so we have a new canine, and hopefully you'll get to meet him in the very near future. And it's Deputy Ethan Solheid, and he hopes to have his dog yet coming up sometime in February, and then he will start his 3-month training with that dog starting in March or April if everything stays on track. And so that'll go right into the summer, and then we'll be back up to 3 canines. And this will be a dual purpose again. I'm not sure if this is a German Shepherd or what. Haven't even met it yet, but When we get it, we'll make sure we do a show and you get to meet the new canine. In 2021, we're really hoping for less rioting and less violence. Rice County, we've been very fortunate, but we've had to assist in other areas of the state, including the metro area. So we hope that as we proceed here into 2021, that we can find people being more peacefully protesting and sharing their visions and their words and their speech in a nonviolent way, because it's not fun for us to have to interact in those situations either. But we need peace, we need patience, we need calm, and everybody needs to work towards that. So we're wishing you a happy 2021. As always, if you have questions for me, please don't hesitate to contact the Sheriff's Office at 507-334-4391. We truly, truly, truly appreciate the support that we have for our public safety here in Rice County. God bless, take care, and we'll see you next month.